if your all characters have a this function plus symbol at the start of it and at the end of it, right? This thing,
Okay.
like it should be surrounded by a plus symbol.
Plus or equal to.
Yeah, not equal to, only plus. Here it is written that
Then
for
then equal
string,
to.
yeah, no, it will not return true if it is surrounded by equal to. If you will use this statement, it will return false, because here you see these characters are not surrounded by plus. If you run this, it will give you false. Wait, let me copy this. If I copy this and run this, and if I will use this example, it will give me a false. Now you see that earlier I tried it, and if every character is replaced with surrounded with plus symbol, then it returns true. If I will let it run, okay, give it some time. So, and also keep in mind that
I didn't understand the question first of all.
so basically the question was that every character of this string, right, this was the string that we have to pass inside this function as an input. Here you are specifying it as input, so every character should be surrounded by plus symbol, like
Yeah, only
okay,
plus, huh?
yeah, only plus. See here is an equals to, right? So it will give us false because this is not surrounded with plus. If I give it as input, so you see here it is false. But
Okay.
if I do this, like if I do this
To get
and
output
yeah,
true.
and if I do this, this equals to symbol should also be surrounded with this plus. If I do this and this and remove one,
Each character should surrounded by
by
equal to, sorry, by
no,
plus.
plus symbol at the starting also and
Either
the
it
end
is
also.
not alphabet also, just a character from
Yes,
the keyboard.
exactly. So every character should be
Okay.
surrounded with this plus symbol. Now if I will hit
Okay.
enter, you will see it will return us true. Okay, because every
Okay.
character is surrounded by with plus. So if I will hit enter, so you see it is true. Now why this D and C is returning? Here I used a print statement to just see how it works. You may remove it. Okay.
Okay, now I got the question meaning. Can you explain the code?
Okay, right. So again, just for okay. So see how we are doing is here we are defining a function that has name as simple symbols. Okay.
Simple symbols.
Yeah, and we are checking for this letters, like every character in this string that will be passing here, right, as an input. The string will be passed here and it will be
One minute. Instead of this, can you write your own code like by just understanding this?
my
Can
own
you
code.
analyze and
Wait,
tell
it
me?
will be easy
Yeah.
for you to understand this way because it will be helpful. Like I can tell you this letters and how this works basically. If I will write my another code and
Like if
you will be get
if
confused.
you are writing and using just
Explain.
using for if and explain along with that, then it will be easy, I think.
Okay, so I
It
think
may not be this code only.
okay, so if you see this f, so here we are specifying the function name, this def. Okay, after this we are specifying our function name, right, this simple symbol as given here.
Can you keep
And
this
inside this,
window to 100? Sometimes
okay, so I may do
100
this,
is sometimes too big.
I may do this. Is it fine? Wait, let me split it into half.
Can you zoom out?
Now is it fine?
Yeah.
You may see here this code and here I am explaining it. Okay. Okay, so here is our function name and here we are passing our input, like the input is this str. So here our input will be passed. Suppose here we are giving this as input. Okay,
If I write input function, it takes only in string, no?
yeah, it will be converted into string. Okay.
Okay, whatever input we give.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So here we are just giving it a name, str, or you can give it something else also, like star star. But now you have to wherever you are using that str, you have to convert it as star. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can basically use any name, but wherever you are using this, you have to change with it. Okay.
Okay.
So now what we are doing is that suppose we are taking this example. Okay. So what it will do is, suppose first of all we are creating a letters, like we are creating a list, and it contains all the letters like A, B, C, D, E, F, and like until X, Y, Z. Okay. So now what we will do, we will check how many length of our this string. Okay. So the length will be this length function will provide us the length number, how many numbers of characters are there. Okay. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay. So now our loop will be running 14 times. Okay.
Yeah.
And for each number, like n number,
If you
and
don't
this
take starting, it will start with zero index only.
yeah, so it will start with
You
0.
can
Okay.
write directly and like last index, yeah? Like whatever we want. We can write only one last value also inside range.
Yeah, but you should know
It is
the
not compulsory to write start index.
no, it is not compulsory. It will take 0 as default.
Okay,
If you
okay.
take like this, it will take 0 at the starting value, and this will be the ending value. So
Yeah, okay.
so if you don't give any value, it will take this as a start by default, and this as
Okay,
your
okay.
end. Okay. So there is another thing that is jump, and it comes in some advance, like you don't need most of the time, like this is
Okay.
jump. Okay. So now what this num will take value, like for it will run for 14 times. Okay. So for first iteration, this num will be considered
14
will
means
be
14 minus 1, 13 times. Sir.
yeah. So length, no, range will be like 14 from 0
In
to
for loop, it is like if I return end value, it will be n minus 1. No?
wait, let me a call is there's a call, let me pick it. Yeah. So see, if you run this command, this range function will suppose say we are giving this hello WRLD. Okay. So it will give me the length 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay. So it is giving 10. Okay. So 0 to 10, you may think of this of like that. So 0 to 10, like it will be 10 characters, not 10 minus 1, because it is also including 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, suppose that. Okay. So these are 11. Okay.
Yeah,
So we are
that
not
I
considering 10.
understood.
Yeah.
Like how about the number of iterations?
So number of iterations, here we are choosing, suppose this will be replaced with the length of this string, the input. This is
It is 14.
14. Okay. So for
So
a
it
time,
will run for 14 times, huh?
yeah, this will run for 14 times. If you
But
will,
some people tell me inside for what we write, for example, 1 comma 3 means it will run for 1 comma 3 minus 1 times. So.
yeah, you may try it here. Okay. What you are trying to say is, for I in range, wait,
1 comma 9.
yeah, for I in range 10, suppose. Okay. Print I. So it will run from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay. So it is starting from 0, but it will not include this 10, right? It will be running 10 times, not 10 minus 1.
Okay, okay.
It is that,
fine,
it is like that. We will not include 10, but we are including 0, right?
Yeah, number.
So because we are using this 0, it will be like for count will be till 10. Okay. So similarly,
Yeah, understood.
fine. Okay. Yeah, it is a bit confusing, but if you will be getting it once you got practice. Okay. So now this length is 14. Okay. So for 14 times this will be executing this code. Okay. For I num in 14. Okay. So let's do it again. So now this num will take 14 iteration, and for every time it will take, for first time it will take 0, and second time it will take 1, and for third time it will take 2 3, and so on. Okay. So on first iteration, on first iteration we have this addition symbol, right? It will check by taking this num value as 0, like this will be considered for indexing. Now it will check if str 0, like this is the index. Here we are performing indexing, like first character of our string, this is the str, right? We are passing this as str. So if the first character of this str in letter, right, is in letter, so if it would be, tell me if this, we want this to be as plus, okay, right? We want every character to be surrounded by plus symbol, so the first character should be plus. So here we are checking that first index, the character at the first index should be in list or it should not be in list, tell me. It should not be in the letters, right?
Plus in the letters, it will not be there because only letters we return.
Yeah, so it should not be there, okay? And if it is true, but if it is true, it will return false, okay?
Yeah.
So we want it to be false, so it will jump. And similarly for this, at the starting element and the ending element, these both should be the plus. So at this example, give us
what is next one after our string minus 1 in letters, huh?
String minus 1, that means our end element.
It's not present.
Yeah, so it should not be in letters. If it is, it will give us false. Now here you may see that this minus 1 is present in this letters, so it is giving us directly false. In first iteration only it is giving us false.
It's not present, no? So it will go out of if condition.
No,
it will come to if.
See this. If a, this str minus 1 is the, it will give us the last element. That is this a.
Yeah, that I understood. First string 0 is means plus in letters. It is not present. It is wrong. And or then that is 0.
So
and the str of minus
basically
1 in
it
letters
is false, right?
0.
False or
false means 0.
And this will be true. And if you see false or true, it will return you false.
It will false, no? That returned.
No,
second condition.
In letters, you see str minus 1.
Okay, just it is present.
Yeah, so it is present, right? So it will, it is true. Now it will give you false. Got it?
Yeah.
Now you got it?
Yeah, it will return false.
Yeah, I think you have confusion here that this
No,
a is present in this letter.
One is last letter.
Yeah, exactly. So this is last element, string of minus 1.
Yeah.
So a is present in this letter. So it will return true, and because it is if this if statement is returning true, so it will give us the output as false.
False.
Is that clear?
This for first class. So then it will check up to last class.
So basically our this example and the first iteration only, it is giving us false. Any doubt until here?
Yeah, no.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
So suppose say if we have any in this example we have end element also as plus. Wait, just a second. Yeah. So if our end element is also plus, so now our elif, this string, and this will be working as our indexing element. Like suppose say for the second element, for this second element, okay. So for example, let's take this, okay. Now let's take an example where all are the, it will return us as true, okay. So this should return as true, okay. This example is fine for true statement, right?
To get out of if condition, you can take the last plus it is no.
This
string 0 in letters, it will be false. String of minus 1 in letters, it will be false.
Yeah. So if this string num minus 1, like num minus 1 will check the before character, like if suppose we are at this position, so this num minus 1 will be indexing this element plus, and if this is not equals to plus, or
What is the elif condition?
this
Under elif, you are explaining if condition, huh?
yeah, so it will come only inside this function.
Which condition you took? Which letter you took? Last character plus the.
Yeah, so elif, this statement will will execute only if
True.
this
Yeah.
holds false, like the
Yeah.
starting value is also plus and end value is also plus. Now this elif will execute, and now here if this it will only execute if this str num, suppose say this d, is present inside this letters. Now we are checking
D,
that
okay.
if d
Yeah, for D you are checking.
is present inside this letters, right? So now it will come inside this.
1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, for D condition it will be true then.
Yeah, so if this again, wait, let one call is there, please hold for a minute, okay? Yeah, so if elif statement holds true, right? Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So if this statement holds true, like if the str num, for example, here we are, suppose we are talking about this character d, if this is present inside letters, now this statement will execute, like it will check if this str num, like you may think of this as before element before this d, minus 1,
Yeah, character before.
d,
Yeah, that is plus. Plus
Minus
not equal to plus.
okay?
Yeah.
Let me explain me first, then you may think, okay? So this will be considered as this element, like this d before this d, okay? So I should replace with this plus, okay?
Yeah.
And this str num plus 1, now after this d, now this will be replaced with plus, okay? So now if we will check if this plus is not equals to this, or if this plus is not equals to this, but it is, like these both statement contains false, like this plus and this is equals, okay? So it will give us false,
0.
false,
False.
false, and this will also give us false for this condition, okay?
Yeah.
That means it will not give us false, it will give us true. This statement will not be executed, so now it will return us true for this loop, for this iteration. Now it will go to next iteration, that is plus. It will check if num is in if it will check if this letter is in letters, it is not.
Because I got this, like for some letters it will be false, for some letters it will return true, no?
Can you repeat? Yeah, please say.
For some characters it is giving true, for some character it is giving false, correct?
No, it will give only false if where are you talking about?
No. For complete code I think.
Okay,
for
complete.
first character plus it returned false. For second character D it returned true. Correct.
Yeah, so it will only return true if it is surrounded by plus. If every character should be surrounded by
that's
plus.
fine, But at last for a string, what will be answer? It will overwritten. The return function will overwrite.
So if every iteration, like if every character here will will not give us false basically.
Yeah, it will store the value like true or false based on the last character.
Yes, based on this.
Because Python overrides it, like it is line by line code execution.
Hmm.
So that function will be overwritten for 14 times here. As
Yeah,
it got
yeah.
iterated.
So see, on the first iteration, wait, huh?
Just we can check for the last iteration. No.
Yeah,
Just these are the conditions.
yeah. Wait, huh? Let me explain. So see, here we are having 14 time iteration. Okay, so like this 14 iteration. Okay,
Yeah.
1 4 14. Okay. So if there are two options here. If our function gets any character that are at the starting there is not plus, so it will give return as false. Okay, so there is one option that it can be false, and now if it is false it will directly come out of this loop. Okay, now it is out directly out of this loop, and if this is not plus, okay, so means this is I have explained already this statement, right? So if this both of these don't return us false, now it will come to this next iteration till 14 times, and if anywhere in between we get any false value, like if any of these gets true, so it will jump out of the loop and will give you false directly. Did you got that?
Yeah, up to
Or
this
still-
last line return true is there, no? Up
So-
to that, it is under for loop only. It will iterate. For loop is up to only return false, huh? Under
Yeah.
else.
Yes, if
How much
this
is for loop? Only this much.
yes, this much is a for loop. For loop. So
Then
if
how it will come off if condition? Just now, like we discussed, it return true will take place now.
so see, if it do not give us true anywhere, means it should execute
If
completely.
condition or else.
It should execute. It should execute completely. It should not get any caught up here. If it get caught up here, it will directly give you false. But if on the 14th iteration it is not getting caught up in between, and after finishing this complete for loop, if it is still there, if the still it is available for the next iteration or for the next code execution, then it will see that here there is nothing to do, and but we can return true. It is not related to this for loop, this line. I can replace it
That
with
I understood, but
Yeah.
for the letter D,
Hmm.
if condition was false, if condition was false, then it should go to next iteration. No, it should not come out of the loop. Except at character D, when the character was
no
D.
no by default if this statement is not true, means it is false, then it will jump directly to next iteration.
Yeah. Just for example, if to write return true, okay.
You want example, right?
No. 1 minute. Original example was like last character was just A, no? We added plus. Okay, 1 minute. And check for A. A. In 0 in letters.
Yeah, actually your mic is some buzzing. It means like your voice is not clear.
1 minute. I will mute myself 1 minute.
Yeah, it is getting some vibrations.
Hello?
Wait, huh? Yeah, you may say.
For the character A, it will return false. Under if will be true for that, so it will return directly false, no? Whatever
Yes.
iteration it may do, last
Yes.
character we can check and just we can say the answer for this output,
Yes. So
output of this code.
yes. So
Okay.
this last element is just checked here, like this str
Uh,
-1.
okay. This was all I understood. When this out of loop we return a true. No, when this will execute.
This will execute if all the 14 iteration, like all the
For
14
example, for
times,
which case?
like here, all these 14 iterations do
Yeah,
not
that I understood. For what character this if and elif condition will become false?
will return false, right?
Means will
Return
if
true.
condition will not agree, elif condition will not be agreed. For which
Okay, okay,
character?
okay, okay. So this for this statement, it will return true, right? If the starting is any letter, then it will
So
return the true. But if
if
it is
yeah.
plus, like this is also plus and this is
Hmm.
also plus, now it will return you
Um,
false.
okay, it will come to elif condition. Okay, 1 minute. Now letters. Okay, then 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. And if I return plus elif string num elif level.
Just give me a second, huh? Let me take the
1 minute. I'm getting it.
just a second, just a
Okay, okay.
second.
It's okay, okay.
I'm taking the screenshot here so that you can easily where that screenshot gone. Yes.
Yeah.
So now here you
1
may
minute.
see that yeah.
Okay, for the first character, it will become true, no? For plus.
For this
For first character, 0th index.
and this thing,
For first character plus.
for first character
If
plus
condition will be false, it will not undergo if.
yes.
And elif condition also will be wrong. It will not agree. So it will return true. If that plus sign is there at the last, if it is in the 14th character as we written after A,
Hmm.
for that also it will return true.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
it
will
will
return
come out.
false because it is not in letters.
It is not in letters, then it is false, no? If
Yeah, okay.
condition will not be agreed for plus character, and if condition will not be agreed.
Wait, huh? Let me. I think you are very confused, getting confused. Okay, so tell me one thing. What this statement will give? Will it give true or false?
False.
This, okay. Str. Okay, so
Zero.
yeah, so it will give us false. Okay, for this
Yeah.
example. Okay, and
Yeah, yeah.
this statement.
False. It will be zero only.
Okay, so
False.
this is false. Okay, so now this statement will be executed.
No.
No, right? And for this
It will come out of elif. It will not undergo to elif statement only.
no,
Because plus
no,
is
no,
not
no.
present in letters.
Now it will go to elif because it is not
Yeah.
returning false.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, understood. And
yeah,
it will go to elif. In elif also it won't agree the elif condition.
yeah, right. So
So it will come out of
first iteration is
if
completed.
it is 14th, yeah, understood. If plus sign is present at 14th index, that is the last index if we consider, then it will come out of for loop because both condition won't be agreed, so it will return true.
Yes, exactly.
That I asked. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that I understood.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So I think
It totally this program depends on the last character. Just we
yeah.
return the all possibility value, like possibilities happening in the logic.
You may think of it like that, like the
Okay.
last value, first and the last value, this first
Yeah.
value as well as last value. Everywhere we are
Okay.
considering this only. Like here also we are checking for the
Okay.
first and the last value of characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Are you means exactly you have
Can you
got
explain me
your
triple double?
okay, means you this question
Yeah,
is
this one I got
really
it.
okay, okay. So I think we just wasted our time on a silly point. Right.
I don't know, like it is my, I don't know, it is my fault or your fault. I understood now.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah.
I don't know, I took this much time. I
No,
don't
no.
know, or the person, like you are explaining, you took this much time to explain me that too. I don't know whose fault. But at last I understood. At this time, it took I think 1 hour or
because
hardly
because your
it's
also
around 40
voice,
minutes.
yeah, your voice also some getting some vibration, so I was not getting actually what
Okay,
point you are trying to
okay,
say. Okay, so now let's
okay.
try to see this dash
Can you
insert. Okay,
explain me triple double? Leave of
okay,
dash
okay,
inside.
okay, okay, triple double
Go to
this
triple
thing. Okay,
double.
so here what we are
Yeah,
basically we are doing is here we are taking two numbers as input. Okay,
yeah,
num1 and
yeah,
num2, and then we are
yeah,
wait, and then we are taking both of the parameter, and then these both are the inputs are being passed, okay, to this function,
mm,
and now it will
yeah,
return 1 if
yeah,
there is a straight triple number at any place in
mm,
number 1. Like this,
mm,
suppose this is an example. Okay, so if
yeah,
any number that is a triple, right,
mm,
for first
mm,
num1, in
mm,
this the number, and if any value here is in triple, like here we are having
yeah,
9,
mm,
and now we have to check that if this similar value, like
mm,
here this triple was 9, so if this 9
mm,
was exactly this 9 was come twice
mm.
on the num2,
Okay,
and if this happens it will return us 1.
okay,
If it not, it will give us 0.
okay,
Basically we are trying to see that if any value in that is in num1 and it is coming 3 times, now we have to check if
okay,
this value comes to in num2 in 2 times or not.
yeah,
If it is coming 2 times, we
yeah,
are giving it returning 1.
okay, okay,
So this is the question.
okay.
Okay,
I understood the question. Yeah.
so now we are taking these as input and converting as
Mm,
an integer. Okay, because input give
mm, mm,
as a string, and now we
mm.
are converting this as a string for and storing it as num1, because
Okay,
we want to check for some. Here we are
okay.
okay, so now we are doing it as a range for 10. Like why we are looping here, wait, let me
Mm,
okay, so this thing here, now we are looping this 10 times. Why we are doing this?
mm,
Because we will check from every point like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and only till 9. Okay, and we will check
mm.
for every number, right? Like we will
Okay.
see that this triple number, like for example
Mm,
for the first iteration. Okay, so for our first
mm,
iteration
mm,
the element will be 0, so this triple
mm,
number, this triple underscore num will be str multiplied by 3. This
mm.
what tell me one quiz. Okay, so tell me what will be this output of this statement. We are multiplying it with 3. What should be the output? And this value of I is 7. Can you tell me
7,
7 times 3?
7 into 3.
That
7
will be
times 3, yeah.
21, right?
That only 7 into 3.
Okay, so what will be the output now?
STR of I, yeah.
Yeah, str of I into 3.
What is STR value?
This 7. Str of I the value of I is 7.
if it is int 7 into 3,
Yeah.
str means string, I don't know.
Yeah, so exactly this we are doing here, str of I into 3, and we are storing it in
Okay.
triple num. So try to think what this will return, and that will be stored inside triple num. Can you think? Okay, let's try write it on our code.
You considered for I in range first one, 4.
Let's pass here
Triple
this.
num will be 4 into 3. STR, if it is STR, I don't know.
So see, str what it does, it will give you 777.
Okay, okay. Then it gives 4, 4, correct.
Yes, so for every number here we are checking, suppose say from here for the first iteration, this as a this thing, for first iteration it will become a triple num is equals to 0 0 0. Okay, and double num will be your
Yeah, if first 0th index is 0.
double num will be
Then you
0
consider 0th index
0 0.
4.
I think 0. Okay, so take, let's suppose say 1 1 1. Okay, this will be 1 1 1, and double num will be 1 1. Okay, did you got till now? Is it clear to you? Hello, now it hello, are you there?